I hope the audio is good here. I'm driving a long drive. I'm driving over 600 miles right now. So figured I'd do it, my update right here. So week one of no caffeine is complete. What have I noticed? Not much from the last update. I still get the midday, tiredness. Still functioning pretty normal. I've been utilizing a lot of naps during the day, or going on walks really. And I've noticed that I don't know if it's the stopping drinking coffee or the fact that I went on quite long walks every day of the week last week, but on my Fitbit tracker, basically my resting heart rate has slowly decreased. So I don't know if that's like a combination of cutting out caffeine plus the cardio. So I think one thing that really stood out to me that I found interesting during week one was on day 6, I really wanted to make a cup of coffee, like a cup of decaf coffee. And I think on that particular day, I had a lot of work to do. I had a lot of stuff to do. So I think, part of me is the conditioning, where back then when I was drinking coffee, before I start, an intensive task or whatever, or doing something I don't really want to do, or, even something I want to do, I will get caffeinated before I approach the task. So I was like, man, should I do it? And then it turned out that the bag of decaf that I had, it was 99.7% decaffeinated. So I read up online, and basically, like, per cup of decaf ranges from like 5 to 10 milligrams of caffeine, which is something like 1/10 of a normal cup of coffee. But still, I didn't really want to consume the 5 or 10 milligrams. And just coincidentally, I looked at the bag to see if it said anything about caffeine content, and it said, oh yeah, 99.7% free of caffeine. So if you do the math, it's like one cup of decaf is like 0.3 milligram of 0.3 milligram of caffeine. So that's literally nothing. And like when the coffee was brewing, and I was just thinking about putting sugar half and half, and making an iced coffee. Basically, my mouth was salivating. Like, I think it's part like conditioning and part 10 plus years of addiction. But I guess it's like the thought of drinking the coffee is like, oh, it's like addict, right? So I think it has something to do with that. So that's something interesting that I noticed. That it's like, I drank the coffee, I didn't feel shit. Like, I'm not supposed to feel anything. But I think just anticipating the drinking the coffee, I was like salivating. Like, you're thinking of eating like sour stuff or like spicy stuff. Like, for me at least, I start salivating. So same thing here with the coffee. So that was interesting. So I know I gave myself 2 free pass last week in case I needed to use it, in case I came crashing, and I gave myself kind of that safety net to drink up to 2 cups of coffee. But I didn't use it, so that was good. But I don't know, like, I'm making this drive right now, and I haven't had any caffeine. It's a 9-hour drive. I don't know if I can do the whole drive without caffeine. As much as I don't want to consume caffeine on this drive, at the end of the day, I'm gonna prioritize my safety and other people's safety on the road as well. So if I get too tired, then I'm going to take caffeine. But it is what it is. If you stuck through the entire week with me, I appreciate you, and I will see you during the next update.